There's a bunch of things that I pulled from it, but two things that really stand out, small, seemingly small, but kind of big, where, like, so they stuck together, you know? And so what that was essentially was cover and move.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Absolutely.
Because it was, so that was kind of like, and you know how you said it was counterintuitive.
Counterintuitive.
Yeah, where it's like, oh yeah, like, hey, if I don't have to depend on this person or whatever.
I identified the root of that thought in my brain.
Yeah.
When I was in Sri Lanka, and I worked closely with their special operations forces over there. There was an army guy who was saying, when he was a normal infantry commander, and there was a brutal civil war going on in Sri Lanka, and he was telling me how hard it was to be in charge. And he said, listen, if I was alone on the battlefield, he goes, I will 100% live and do the right thing. 100%.
Yeah.
He says, when I got all these other guys relying on me and making, I'm responsible for them. He says, it's so much harder. And that's what I was thinking. So I was thinking that, hey, if you just got to take care of yourself, it's going to be easier. But then I thought the same thing you thought, which was, wait a second. And that's exactly what I said to her. You're taking care of each other. You're covering, moving for each other.
Yeah. Because
that day where you're hurting, that day where you could use an extra quarter slice of bread, maybe one of your sisters can give it to you and no one else in the world would. Yeah. So yeah, the idea of sticking together and having that, and obviously, like that's what a SEAL platoon is. That's what any team is, right? Yeah. Your sum is greater. The sum is greater than the parts, and that's what this is another proof of.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was one thing. What was the other thing?
Just like there's no real formula to survive. There's like a lot of luck, But man, her bravery basically was the function, or was the result of just milking that luck. Because she was basically sent to die plenty times.
Yep.
But she would like sneak out of line and do all this stuff or whatever. And that's like the kind, like you just get one person to see like, hey, or even realize, the kind where you go, she goes for selection. And they're like, no, you're too skinny. You're a muscle man. Get it.
Sorry,
like
Muslim? Is that what it is?
Muslim.
Yeah.
It's funny because it sounds like muscle man, which is the exact opposite. Yeah. Nonetheless, it takes one guard to be like, hey, wait, didn't I just send you to go die yesterday kind of thing?
Yeah.
And
what
then
are you still doing here?
Yeah.
Hey, walk with me.
Yeah. I'm going to make sure this time kind of thing,
Yeah. The amount of, and I was thinking about that too, how we have, it's literally called survivor bias, right?
Yeah.
Where when you only hear from the people that made it, then it seems like that's what you should do. Because how many thousands of people said, "Oh, I'm going to sneak out of this line," and they got seen and they got killed.
Oh yeah,
that happened over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, according to her, like you just do one single, sign of resistance, you're like, oh well, they'll just kill you, because like. And it makes sense because it's like not anymore. We need people to work and obey. That's it. Like otherwise, like we want you all
factor.
to be be here. Yeah.
If you don't want to do those two things, then we're just going to kill you, and with no second thoughts whatsoever.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, no, it's it is, and isn't it crazy what a human being can get through?
Yeah,
can survive. And it makes you realize that we have, we are overwhelmed with opportunity.
Yeah.
Even if you consider that opportunity is just like going to go home and drink some water. Some clean water. Going to go home and clean yourself.
Yeah.
Going to go home and not have bed bugs and lice.
Yeah.
That's the plan. That's what I'm going to do today. When I go home, I'm not going to have bed bugs and lice.
Yeah.
That's we got that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? We have food.
Leftovers probably.
Hey, let's do it. There's parts in the book there's parts in there where she figures out where they basically clean the dirty kitchenware from where they make the soup. Yeah. And every once in a while she can find potato peels, right? And she has to keep it a secret because, she just shares the potato peels with her sisters only.
Yeah.
And if anyone else figures out that there's potato peels out there, there won't be any.
Yeah.
Like everyone will be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the kind of thing where you think, well, you're just because you have sisters, it's helpful. Because what did the sisters do that helped her? She did that to help the sisters.
Yeah. Man, you even there was a time, and I know you were probably feeling this too, where she, or it might have been Max, I forget which story it was, but they went from when she went to work. Mm-hmm. Right before, when they were just in harsh conditions, and then they went to work, and then they could like take a shower once a week or something like this.
Once a week, yep. With soap.
Yeah, when she, when you're going down the list of all the new things that they had or whatever, when you think about it comparatively, to what we have or whatever, it's still like, bro, those are like slave conditions, really, still.
Oh, for sure.
But since you were kind of engrossed in the story, when you started revealing it, I was like, ooh, that feels like a relief even to me, hearing it. But man, that demonstrates, like how thankful we should be.
Yeah. Dang. Opportunities everywhere. Opportunities. Everywhere. And one opportunity you have is to live.
Yeah. Yeah.
Live. Most of it. You're not sitting here worried about dying.
No.
You're not worried about we go in that line over there. By the way, you'll be dead in 3 minutes. That's what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Do that 9 times. So, well, let's take advantage of the fact that we're alive.
Yes.
That seems like a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
And let's do right.
Yes,
what can we do? What can we do to take advantage of the fact that we're alive right now?
I'll tell you. We be and remain capable. That's a big deal, too.
Mm-hmm.
Capability in health. Gratitude's a big one, obviously. Part of that health part of it is jiu-jitsu, obviously, and capability. Jiu-jitsu allows for greater capability, exponentially greater, my opinion.
I would agree. In all aspects.
Yes. So, anyway, a lot of us are doing jiu-jitsu. A lot of us are about to do jiu-jitsu. We're going to need a gi. What gi do we get? Origin gi. Okay. Also, if you do no gi, get an Origin rash guard. The other part of the uniform in the totalitarian gi and no gi scenario.
That's not really totalitarian, but it's...
Yeah, I just learned that
totality
word.
is what you meant.
Yeah.
Totalitarian would mean there's a regime of...
Yeah, that's not what I mean at all. Like I said, I just learned that word, so, I'm practicing, and, we'll get it right next time for sure. Anyway, originmain.com, that's where you can get this stuff. But we also have jeans.
Yep.
In the event of you not doing jiu-jitsu at any point of the day, wear some Origin,
which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, but we gotta be thankful.
Yeah, you get the. By the way, I did a bad thing, which was talk about the Delta 68 jeans before they were really, ready to be released. Maybe I got overexcited, right?
Sure, yeah.
Maybe I just lost my mind a little bit. But I will say this. I have seen the Delta 68 jeans, which are the most comfortable leg garments ever created by man of any kind, are in production right now.
Okay.
I think I've said that before, and I was inaccurate. The last time I said they're in production, it sounded cool, but it was a little bit of I was assuming. I made an assumption, which we know is not good. Right. The assumption was, oh yeah, they must be in production by now. They weren't. We were moving the boot line into the new factory, blah, blah, blah. A bunch of things were going on. We weren't in production yet. Guess what we are now? We are in production.
Okay.
We are in production with Delta 68 jeans.
I understand. And you claim that they're the most comfortable leg garment.
They not claim. I'm saying I have worn every different type of leg garment in my life.
So the joggers
and
were
these are the most comfortable and the best.
More than the joggers.
Yeah, well, I didn't really... The joggers aren't for me.
I know.
And they don't look normal. They don't feel normal.
This is my little theory, hypothesis, whatever. You put on the joggers, you felt the physical comfort, but the psychological and emotional discomfort trumped it. So it can't be the front runner of comfort. See what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you, no, you're actually wrong.
No.
I will tell you, the Delta 68 jeans are as comfortable, if not more comfortable, than the joggers. Physically, more comfortable. If I had to sleep in one or the other, I'd pick the jeans.
All right. I'm not gonna what do you call it?
You're not gonna call me a liar.
I'm not gonna call you a liar. I'm not gonna refute your own opinion. So hey, man, all good. But on a factual level, I'm just gonna say I don't know 100% if I agree with you. How about that?
So there's two theoretical presumptions that are being made by each of us.
Yes.
One of them is that the joggers are the most comfortable leg garments ever.
Yes.
Not as functional, by the way.
Or just as functional.
No. But the Delta 68s, in my opinion, are the most not only functional, but also most comfortable.
Okay.
So there you go.
There you go. Hey, when we get them, we can see for ourselves,
Mm-hmm. And if you want to get them, you can get them from OriginMain.com, which is also where you can get supplements.
Yes, supplements. Joint supplements, very important. Very important. Joint supplements, joint warfare, super krill oil, also additional protein in the form of dessert called milk. Also a version for the Warrior Kid milk. Many different flavors. That's the one you're going to have to choose for yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, hey, mint chocolate is factually the best one.
Well, that's a matter of opinion. It's not like the Delta 68, right, which is a matter of fact.
Well, questionable fact, we'll say.
Got Jocko white tea as well. Don't forget about the Jocko Discipline in a go. Jocko Discipline can. It's so good.
Yes.
It's so good, and it makes you feel really good.
Yeah, sure.
It gets you up on step, we'll say.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're going to train, if you trained against a clone of yourself and one of you had Jocko Discipline Go and the other one didn't, the one with Jocko Discipline Go would win 100% of the time.
Yeah, 100%.
100% of the time.
Yeah, no question.
Am I wrong?
Double blind.
No, that's been tested, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
We can test that with you and Jade because you're twins.
Theoretically, no, but...
No, you're twins, though.
Sorry, theoretically, yes, but actuality,
I'll give you
no.
the Jocko Discipline Go. You'll go against Jade.
It'll be proven.
And it'll be proven forever.
Hey,
you can pick all this stuff up at OriginMain.com, or the supplement stuff you can get at the Vitamin Shop, which is a retail outlet all over the place. And they're stocking up. If they were low on stock, we're taking care of that. They got stock now.
Yes, big time. Also, when you are getting your copy of Who Survived, I didn't know this till the end, like the letter 2, TWO, Who Survived. As opposed to what I thought it was like a letter to Who Survived. You see what I'm saying? Kind of like it was like a thing.
Okay, I got it.
It was dedicated kind of situation.
Nope.
Anyway, all right, Who Survived. Go to JockoPodcast.com. Click on the top where it says books from the episodes. Boom, we got you. So you can get it through there. Easy way to just navigate and find it. Also, if you want to show massive support, just click through there before you do any of your Amazon shopping. Click through there. Boom. Massive support. If you want to get clever with it, when you click through there, save it as a bookmark. And then, boom, do all your shopping in the future through that link. It's a good, massive, awesome way to support if you're in the mood to do so. Also, we have our own store. It's called Jocko Store. So you go to jockostore.com, and this is where you can get more rash guards, represent the path while you're doing your jiu-jitsu or surfing or whatever you use rash guards for. Some guys, when they do powerlifting, it gives you all the range, little bit of compression. It's very functional garment, as it were. Anyway, some T-shirts on there, represent the path. Discipline equals freedom. The attitude of good. Shirts, T-shirts, hoodies, light and heavyweight. A lot of stuff on there if you like it. If you want something, get something. Good way to support as well. Also, subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. Yes, it's important to subscribe to the podcast. I guess. I don't know. Varying levels of importance. How about that?
Here's the deal. If you want to, go ahead. If you don't want to, continue to be lame. That choice is yours. Don't forget, we also have the Grounded podcast, which is a new episode out of the Grounded podcast. So you can get just right up to date on the Grounded podcast. We also have the Warrior Kid podcast, because let's face it, warrior kids need warrior podcasts. So we got that for them. And also don't forget about the Warrior Kids soap from IrishOaksRanch.com. Have you gotten